Was there something in that punch? Help yourself to some punch. I bought this for next to nothing. Who did Tom sell his harpsichord to? Is it easy to sell cosmetics? Tom sold the car that he had stolen to an undercover policeman. It doesn't matter what you sell, but you need to sell something. The car Tom bought was a lemon. Did I do something to upset you? I'm sorry for not writing to you for such a long time. I didn't feel that it was necessary to do that. Stop telling tales. Tom soon got used to living in Australia. The door banged shut. That's why we all keep doing this. Tom put his key on the table. What are you good at doing? Let me try to figure this out. Tom has a stun gun. A lot of people are starting to notice it. Tell me something special about yourself. There's been a massive change. Nobody noticed what was going on. No one noticed what was going on. Nobody noticed what was happening. No one noticed what was happening. Very few people even noticed it. Only a few people noticed it. Almost everyone there thought it was a good idea. Don't come before 6 o'clock. Nearly everyone there thought it was a good idea. Almost everybody there thought it was a good idea. Nearly everyone there thought it was a good idea. Don't come before 2:30. Make sure that you're there before 2:30. Make sure you're there before 2:30. Make sure that you're there by 2:30. I envy your talent. I envy your optimism. I envy your luck. I envy your hair. How would you like your hair cut? I envy your talent. I envy your beauty. I envy your patience. I envy your optimism. I envy your life. I envy your strength. Tom has been living in a motorhome. I'm envious of your strength. I'm envious of your talent. I envy the way that Tom can talk to girls. I envy the way that Tom is able to get people to seriously consider his ideas. I envy the way Tom is able to get people to seriously consider his ideas. I envy the way Tom can talk to girls. I wish that I were as good at talking to girls as Tom is. I wish I were as good at talking to girls as Tom is. I envy Tom's luck. I envy Tom's good luck. Tom envied Mary's luck. Tom envied Mary's good luck. Tom envied Mary's good fortune. Tom envied Mary's patience. Tom is envious of Mary's success. Tom is envious of Mary's good fortune. I envy Tom's abilities. I'm very envious of Tom's abilities. I've envied Tom's talent for a long time. I envy Tom's songwriting ability. I envy Tom's lifestyle. I envy Tom's way of living. It's perfectly normal to envy other people's successes. I envy Tom's way of life. Tom envied Mary's religious conviction. Tom envied Mary's faith. I envy the world you live in. I can't say that I envy them. When Tom sees this, he'll turn green with envy. Tom seems envious of my good fortune. I envy Tom's good fortune. Tom's friends were green with envy when they saw his new sports car. I envy your power of imagination. I envy the way you can do that. What's your alternative plan? Tom envied Mary's stamp collection. Tom wished he had a stamp collection as nice as Mary's. I envy Tom's job. I envy Tom's position. Tom watched in envy as Mary rode by on her pony. Tom stood there, envying the other boys, who were all riding tricycles. Tom is the envy of the local art community. Tom envied Mary. Tom envied my success. Tom doesn't envy Mary. I envy the way you and Tom get along. I envy the way that you and Tom get along. Tom envies Mary's success. Tom envies Mary's professional success. Don't let envy control your life. Tom is the envy of all his friends.